exact same drill as we did on the last two webinars, right? So what we're going to do is that we're going to first set up the available pairs, like for this session. So what I can see is we have 5 available pairs right now. So this one's out. This one is AJ. I'll just pick the best 5 paying pairs. We will, if the movements are good enough, we'll do a little bit of digital. But they have to be good enough. Otherwise, there's not going to be much reward in digital as well. So in the meantime, I'm going to set up MT4 charts or close any unnecessary ones to minimize lag. Let's have the same pairs. And I highly recommend doing this because, especially for those of you who are running like MT4 on a Mac, the emulator takes a lot of processing power in it, and it greatly slows things down. So try and keep to like 5-6 tabs if possible. And for those of you who are training with different platforms, that's fine. But if you have certain pairs, go and trade a correlated pair. So if you don't have like a Euro Aussie, you can look at an Aussie USD. It's the opposite. So Euro Aussie goes down, Aussie USD goes up. Most of the time, that's the case. Now I have just very few charts open, and this is going to make my system work so much quicker. All right. So this is something that I've been suggesting that everyone do before you start a session, whether it's trend follow or reversal. Go into your MT4, look at every single pair, put them on the same time frame as your IQ, and or whatever platform you're on, and just check, to see that the charts are, are they safe to trade? Are they safe to ride a trend? Your USD, I can see that yes, we just came in late for one very nice sequence of downtrend, but then again, it looks nice. But let's see how much movement that actually is. So what I'm going to do is take my crosshair tool and see it from this one to this one 1 pip, this one to here, about 3 pips, this one to this one, 0.3, 0.4. Yeah, but there are some good trades in between. All right. So I would consider this Asian session a little bit more movement than the last one. But is it tradable? That is the next question. So I think Euro Aussie, we have a little bit of a setup here. Maybe we can catch a mixed bounce off the 200 moving average. All these lines are quite helpful, but if you find it a distraction, you can always remove it. Oh yes, sorry, I was muted. So I was saying that to go up the time frames, find something. In this case, yes, we have a setup on a USD JPY M5. All right. So 15 minutes is quite a long time, and for those of you who enter the trade, it may go a little bit against us. If we go significantly against us in the last 1 minute, then we may take another position. But other than that, we're just going to stay put in this position because if it's the right trade, it will do. If it does what it's supposed to do, we will win nicely. And if not, then probably we'll just look at 1, 2 more setups. And if it doesn't meet our expectations, then we'll just have to, once again, wait for the next session, the next day sometimes. All things being fair, the market recently has been fairly awkward. I mean, it fluctuates between one kind of a movement to another very frequently. So what I see here is a nice test of the previous high, and our price entry is 964. I think that should make the cut. That should make the cut. You want something slightly better, then you can do that. Digital is a very nice idea. I mean, with the risk and reward, even a martingale style of trading if you're expecting a big retrace, digital is a very good idea because actually you don't even need the martingale. If you lose and you win the next one, you're already like plus a few 100%. So that covers you very, very nicely. So I think it helps people to stay with one fixed size as well. Let's just stick to this trade. The rest of them, we're gonna go up a time frame and see what it looks like. Ooh, wow. USC, shit. That was something quite unexpected. If this is rising, then we should see a significant drop on the USD JPY if the correlation is there. Anyway, let's just stick with this one. Best looking one by far. How do I decide? Expiry time, 1, 2, 3 bars, so 1, 2, and 3 coming down. Middle is quite flat, so I think a reversal is definitely on the cards. We may want to do another position, okay? No, I think it's fine. Optional. If you want, you can do a re-entry and sell the earlier one. But I think it's fine. All right, let's take a peek at how investing looks like. Probably a sideways. Yeah, it says sideways. Oh, currently sideways anyway. Conflicting signals. The daily is a strong sell. Low time frames are buy. But we are already in the overbought zone, so I think we should be fine with this. And nonetheless, like I said, when there are conflicting signals, then it's fairly safe to do safer. I wouldn't say it's very safe. It's safer to do a reversal kind of trade. Let's stick with this one. Movements are not all that great in Asian. That's why digital is not probably the best idea unless we expect a really big movement. All right, so just away for a moment and grab my breakfast. Um, with these kind of longer term setups, it's not that it's definitely going to work out. It's not immune to the news. News can still kind of rock things out a little bit. So like yesterday, we had to sell a trade because we saw a spike happening on different pair. We came back to check the longer term trade, and lo and behold, yes, it was going back up to push the highs again. So right now, it looks quite good as long as there isn't like any reason for it to get back up or even re-enter that range at the top. If I were to put a Fibonacci on this one, say like this, so I'll take the recent swing at 23.6. Let's hope not for a bounce at 23.6, and we should be okay. All right, safely past 23.6. We're going to 38.2, and unless it's a close on 23.6, we're in trouble, but we should be fine. The most drama usually happens within 0 and 11.1. So if it does get back up to 11.1, we're not going to work. This is fine. So we can see it's quite clearly pushing for 38.2. And at this point of time, I am a little bit upset that I didn't do digital because I didn't expect there would be such a nice movement. For instance, we will be clicking on this level, which is just 92% profit. It just even stays put, right? This is not, it's good for 104%. No, that's for it to get back up there. Okay, so digital has to be so early, no matter what. So from here to here, I think that was a very nice payout, unfortunately. Never mind. Let's get back to binary. So it's swing of 50% of this swing. If I draw it from here, it's already at 50%, which is really nice. Okay, it's probably just going to ding dong between 50 and 23.6, which we should be okay. Hopefully, we'll do that later than sooner. All right, EA, yes. EA, I think we can get a 10 minutes put on that one. I wouldn't touch it for M1, but M5, I think we can. Even better. 15 minutes put even. Euro Aussie, okay. Let's do a 15 minutes put. I think it's only a 20, so I'll do a 20. Maybe we can do a shorter one. Let's try a 4 minutes first, okay? Let's try a 4 minutes trade, smaller amount. And then we'll simultaneously also do higher time frame one. Yeah, this has potential. Simultaneously also do a 20 minutes put. It's 100 MA. very flat. Haven't done the Fibo yet. I'll do it now. You know what? I'm gonna drop the lower time frame to a Fibo. So this one. It's past 261. That looks like a 423.6. Let's make sure that on MT4. Yeah, it's 423.6. Right here. Should be okay. But I might sell the this one. The 4 minutes one doesn't look good. So let's maybe it might work out. It might work out. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it's gonna be okay. If it doesn't drop as we want, we sell it for about break even closer to the time. This one's nice. Can not available. All right, I think we have the Euro Aussie trade for the 2 minutes one. It's set on the 15-second. It's looking good. And it is a win as well. All right, stay down, stay down, stay down. It's getting very close, and yeah, I think it should be okay. Typically, if 2 closes out, I'll take my 2 minutes entry over here. All right, nice. Now we have waiting for this one to expire, and then this one as well. See how this does on the close of the bar, okay? Keeping my eyes on this, I don't want this to re-enter the range and start to go nowhere. Damn it. Just doing that as I say it. Bloody hell. What just happened? Angle is off. Okay, this candle, let's wait for the end of this candle. Should drop soon. Plenty of time. If this one was a losing trade, it's already a tiny, or although very, yeah, it's a tiny negligible gain from the last one. I would say it's like a break even. But if we sell it now, there's a tiny profit overall. Let's just see, because we do have time, and this possibly can do another break on the channel. You can see that the RSI is beginning to have a lot of divergence. So the downward move is coming. See the divergence setting up over here? Actually, I think we could be better off at selling and making a re-entry. Let's hang on for a bit. Sell rate is actually quite remarkably good. Movements are quite big. Aussie USD similar setup. I think Aussie USD is getting ready to reverse as well. So I can draw a trend line like that. Similar setup as Euro Aussie that we're into. Yeah, we could be okay with this position actually. He's making a lot of recovery from the top. As you can visually see, M5 is not you know, too advertising for trend follows as well. Better than M1s for sure, but the swings are too short. All right, get ready. I think the move is going to happen. This is the M1 line. First close out. Two closes out, it's going to drop. The next target will be the middle Bollinger Band, this low, 84. All right, it is taking a bit too long. It's getting me a bit uneasy, and I think it might be an idea to sell. You know, I'm just gonna bail on this one. If you want to wait it out, it's up to you. But I think because of the entry price that I had and the fact that it's flatlining, well, it may drop, it may continue, but I think to be able to get back about 60% of that trade, I just sell it. We'll get back to that and watch what happens to that in a while, but I think that probably was a very good idea. It's too gradual, in my opinion. Yes, we could have possibly had all the movements that has to be had already. It's getting really, really dead in the markets right now. USD JPY, okay, it's worth a shot. For a 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Let's see if we can get it at the top, okay? USD JPY, let's see if we can get it at the top. Or okay, this one. Let's not go all in at the start. It may go a little bit higher because you missed the top of this candle. Just try it first at this level. And if it should go higher again, I'll take another trade. So I see it fairly flat on the middle. Okay, I'm not going back in until I can get this high. And feeble on that. That's a 161, yeah. So we went in at a not so good entry, but it might do the job. That's why anyway we went in small. So far, so good. Even that the swings are short, it's helping our overall position. I'm just curious how this worked out. Wow. The Euro Aussie is a nervous right to the very end. It's kind of challenging a low. It may break lower and it may just work out in the final seconds, but that is actually quite a risk. So the entry was somewhere around here, I think. I was really playing with minds. I'm just curious how it's going to turn out. It is one thing. Ooh. All right, USD JPY again. We may have a second shot at this. Let's get back in on that one. We have a 261. Potentially. We do. 2 minutes put. Oh, whoops. Oh, crap. 5 minutes shot. Oh, no, no, no. Careless. Anyway, let's see. 10 minutes. That's a 10 minutes. That should be a 10-minute setup. I think we may make it with 2 minutes. Let's just have a look. Safely 10 minutes. Okay, another one. Another 2 minutes position. No biggie. Since we're in on this, let's just watch it. 261. Okay, 3 minutes. End of this candle. With a slightly larger trade. It's just about right. 423.6. Go. Catch a digital. Almost ready. This level. See you get more levels. That's the only level offered. Be okay. All right. Keep your mouse on the sell button. Once we get a good sell rate, we're out of it. Oh, this is the first one, right? Hang on, how many positions do we have? Oh, you went up. This is which one? Okay. And then this is... Oh, this was a mistake. No, hang on, this is the correct one. 2 positions. Yeah. This is the digital. Get ready a bill on this one. Getting back up. Okay, this minute is a crucial moment. Trends are a bit weak, as you can see. I was really hoping for something better. Maybe I was a bit greedy at this point. I was hoping for something better. I thought it was so far in the money. Let's just watch it. Okay, remember we can sell until 15 seconds, the last 15 seconds. See if we can get a mega drop. Okay, EU, you can do like a digital thing, like 5 minutes at a time. But the sell rate is horrible, so I wouldn't actually recommend it. This one's unfortunate. Last 10 seconds, you can still sell. We might drop further over the next 10 minutes. But it's too slow in my opinion. And wouldn't be surprised, same thing can happen. Okay, we can actually do some trades on the Euro USD counter trend. See if we can get anything nice and digital. 1518, possible. Let's try it. And we can zoom in and get more levels. Actually, I would have gone for this one instead. And let's just pile up on this one because this level is very, very achievable. The other level is a bit tough, honestly speaking. But this level is quite achievable. The more you zoom in, the more levels you get. I think that's the max. This level is quite achievable in my opinion. Worst case, we'll just sell for like half the money, that's fine. But don't forget, this is the M5 chart. A sell level is indicated beside each of these options. Okay, here we are. 16, 30. All right. Awesome. Maybe a little bit more, and I think that is good enough to just sell all the tree, okay? So a very excellent payout on all of these trades. And the way I use it is like a one touch. So it hits that price target and boom, because it's not going to hold there for very long. I look at the way it's dropping and I know it's just going to make that reverse. It may just be for a moment. We have only like 2 minutes left on this candle. It could go all the way. It could go sideways. Based on what I've been seeing, I think it's better to be safe than sorry. So just exiting there. But still, there's a great payout. As you can see, the system is still a bit buggy. The balance is updated. And we did have the trade notification. But it's going to take a while for the trades to show up on the history because of the system being fairly new and a lot of bugs. But for those of you who are thinking that it's frustrating, just bear with it, because I think, as you can see, digital is really worth the trouble. There's just so much profit potential. There's so much risk reward. It is like a forex kind of potential on binary in a very short span of time. So we used to complain sometimes that when we trade binary, when we win, we only get like 93% at best, which is already very good. But when we lose, it was 100%. And sometimes when there's a big movement, we cannot get paid for that. But over here, we get paid for that. So I think this is excellent. And I think digital is great. And if sub 5 does go for people in the EU zone, I think there is hope. If digital is here to stay, and I think it is, digital is like a contingency measure from the broker. And I think they're really just playing with the fine prints that SciSec gives them. So they're making it 5-minute trades that you can enter late. Okay, so obviously I like to give it the full 5 minutes if possible and sell early. But the ability to sell before time, I think this is a very unique product, and I think that has a lot of potential. Definitely the way to go, and for those people who don't like the martingale, this could be something that could be quite a game changer in my opinion, if you know how to work it right. All right, I think we we did fairly good for this session, and let's just stop here, and I'll see you on the next one.